This is mine and Louise's evaluation for our preliminary task, which we've just completed.
We were practicing our camera, editing, directing.
And cinematography skills, which are required for our main coursework, which we're about to start. Okay.
Your production was called The...
Delivery.
And how did it go? Did it go well?
I personally was vaguely disappointed with the outcome of our preliminary, but
yeah,
it was
I see
okay.
why. It wasn't the best.
No,
Could have picked a better font, definitely.
Oh gosh, that was Chris, I have to say. Though we did, the one positive comment that we received from our audience was the sweat shot of Mo Bean's face. That was apple juice.
That was probably the most...
Miss Lewis liked that, actually.
Best shot, I'd say.
Definitely.
It was very powerful.
Oh, definitely.
His emotion.
It really conveyed his fear and concern for the events to
Okay, so tell me, what was the narrative? What was it about?
Basically, Mo Bean is sitting in his office, you know, eagerly awaiting, not eagerly, he's anxiously awaiting a delivery. What's the name? And we see Carl making various trips around the corridors, you know.
In here. He comes in here.
He does come in, yes.
This
That's
is
nice. And then this is very suspense building, it's very foreboding. That's what we were going for anyway. I don't know whether we conveyed that spectacularly. But,
I think at times it didn't look very foreboding. I don't know, it might have been the editing.
I think it was the editing. The editing's not my forte.
Random fade to black in the middle kind of ruined.
Mr. Goddard put that in.
It was a bit pointless and it kind of ruined the whole structure of it.
Okay, well...
I think you should work on that for your actual foundation project.
Yeah, we will.
Definitely, yeah.
I thought the clock noise worked well though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, the audio.
The audio was... Apart from at the end, the shot reverse shot was a bit dodge. I thought the ending was weak.
Really?
I did. Miss Lewis agreed actually. No, but I thought the clock noise
It
worked
brought
well.
tension into the clip.
Definitely. Yours was called The
Dream.
The Dream. Tell me about that.
It's actually about a dream. It's about... Well, it started off with the guy asleep. This guy tied up. You don't actually see that he's tied up. He's tied up, sleeping, and then you kind of flashback. So it fades to white, and then it like appears again, and it's all blurry. And there's this like foreshadowing music continuing, getting louder and louder and louder. It was like a distorted reality. Basically.
It was very good. I do have to say I was very impressed by it.
You used special like effects to make it blurry, obviously.
No, it was really good. I particularly liked Charlie's voice. It was really good.
Professional, Anna.
Okay.
Yeah, we structured it as a circular narrative. So it started off with the guy there asleep, and then it ended with him waking up.
I really liked that whole, you know, when you turn into the language corridor and it kind of goes all, it stops being blurry and it goes, I really like that when you walk down. Really like that a lot.
It goes from blurry to...
In focus, yeah. I really like that. The dialogue wasn't very clear, was it?
Yeah, that was the only negative.
Okay, the food were
The dialogue,
that wasn't...
It was awful, basically. We should have... I think it's because when we were capturing on our computer, we recorded it too late, so it skipped just like the first syllable.
Oh,
basically,
yes.
Which is a problem. I think digitally, it's better to film digitally than it is with a tape.
Definitely. But you can only work with what you've got, can't you? So.
And that is the moral of the story. You can only work with what you've got.
Give me some constructive criticism about my piece, please.
Constructive criticism. I'd just say I think you should probably work to try and find better actors.
Oh gosh, definitely. Oh, the trouble we had.
Yeah, because
it was very
yeah,
stressful.
if you don't have good actors, then you won't have a good thing.
Mo Bean was good. One take Mo Bean. Every take was.
Yeah.
But I mean, not that he's. I wouldn't say he's an actor.
No, he was good at acting, but when he spoke, when he was sitting down, he's a bit like. So I think you should probably maybe rehearse it or do auditions for your
Definitely,
for our
I
foundation.
agree. I thought you and Charlie fulfilled your roles very well, though.
Thank you.
No, it was genuinely very good. Definitely one of the best pieces, in my humble opinion. I like the tension that was built. There was lots of tension when you got kidnapped. I was worried.
How did you attract your target audience? Obviously, it was like kind of thriller.
Well, obviously, it was meant to be a thriller.
Yeah.
Of I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. It was more meant to be like tense and suspense.
Leading up to
leading up
I
to a
think.
big event.
And that's what it didn't really.
It
lead
didn't.
up
No,
to
it didn't
anything.
lead. I think that was. I think the build up was.
Yeah. Usually in a thriller, you
Non-existent.
have a huge build up to.
That's what I was
something
going
major.
for with the footsteps and the clock ticking, but
Yeah.
no, it didn't.
It didn't
feel,
really end.
no.
What even happened? It was meant to be a gun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't get the gun.
Oh god, no, we didn't get the gun. I don't know. It was.
Yeah, that's
All
why
very
when we did
bizarre.
ours, it led up to this kidnap,
No, that.
which
Yeah.
went well.
We should have had an event at the end,
Yeah.
which actually led up to, rather than just like
Leave
what's
it,
happening.
yeah. We're into continuity.
agree. What have you learnt from this exercise?
I have learned that everyone is key to the group. Everyone needs
A good
someone needs to
spread
focus on that.
Mm,
You can't just have everyone that wants to like
edit or
edit or
direct.
something. Yeah, because you need your group to be wide with variety. Otherwise, you're going to struggle because if you're all good at camera work, then no one's going to be good at editing. So
I agree, because
for
in
that
our group,
foundation, we would need to find people that are good with the right.
because in our
Right.
group, Ollie declared himself to be cameraman, and Chris was like, "I'll do editing," and I said, "Okay, then
Yeah.
I'll direct somewhat." And although we had those roles, I feel it didn't work as much. Perhaps I think people picked roles that
Yeah.
weren't actually their strong points.
So you feel that your group didn't work well?
No,
together?
I disliked my group. Not disliked, but I thought the dynamics weren't.
So you wouldn't work with them again?
Not in the sense of making a media production, no, but maybe something else. Who knows?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't work with mine either. Not because they're bad. It's just all of us had ideas that we all wanted to show, and
Definitely.
I don't know if we all had ideas that we wanted to put across onto the media.
Too much
levels.
conflict.
Yeah, too much conflict, and then leading up to arguments, blah blah blah.
I just look forward to the future. Making up. Thank you very much.
Over and out. Back to you in the studio.